Jack fumbled with his apartment keys, exhausted from another 12-hour shift at the shipyard. The dimly lit hallway of his building smelled like recycled air and instant noodles, just like every other residential block in New Seattle's lower districts. He pushed open the door, dropped his toolbox by the entrance, and froze. There was someone in his kitchen. Not just someone. Something. A girl with iridescent blue skin that shimmered under his flickering LED lights, her large violet eyes reflecting his shocked expression. She stood by his ancient microwave, holding what appeared to be a packet of his instant ramen, studying it with the intensity of a scientist examining alien artifacts. What the? Jack's hand instinctively reached for the wrench in his toolbox. The girl's head snapped toward him, her movements unnaturally fluid. You are the resident human designated Jack Morrison? Her voice had a melodic quality like wind chimes in a breeze. How do you know my name? Jack's grip tightened on the wrench. How did you get in here? Your door security system is primitive. I merely recalibrated the frequency. She tilted her head, her silver hair flowing like liquid mercury. I am Jennifer of the Celestial Dominion 5th Fleet Reconnaissance. I require your assistance. Jack blinked, then blinked again. Jennifer? That's a human name. I selected it from your planet's database. Does it not please you? She seemed genuinely concerned. No, it's fine, it's just... Jack lowered the wrench slightly. Why is an alien in my kitchen? And why does an alien from the Celestial Dominion need help from a shipyard mechanic? Jennifer set down the ramen packet carefully as if it might explode. Because, Jack Morrison, you are human. And humans possess a quality that has baffled the Galactic Council for decades. Which is, you refuse to accept impossibility. Jack snorted. Lady, impossibility is waking up to find an alien making herself at home in my apartment. See? Jennifer's eyes brightened. Already you adapt. Any other species would still be screaming. She gestured to his worn couch. May I explain? It is complicated. Against his better judgment, Jack nodded. They sat, an awkward distance between them. Jennifer folded her hands in her lap. 3 cycles ago, the Dominion encountered a spatial anomaly near the Kepler belt. It is consuming matter at an exponential rate. Our best scientists predict it will reach Earth within 14 planetary rotations. We have tried everything. Gravitational displacement, quantum tunneling, even temporal reversal. Nothing works. Jack felt his stomach drop. So Earth is doomed? That's what you came to tell me? No. Jennifer leaned forward. I came because of what I discovered in our archives. Humans have survived extinction-level events for millennia, not through superior technology or evolution, but through something the Council calls the human factor. The human factor? Stubbornness, creativity, the illogical tendency to try one more time when all logic says to quit. Jennifer's expression grew intense. When the Zarnath Collective tried to enslave humanity 3 centuries ago, experts predicted human extinction within a year. Humans won in 6 months. When the plague of Andromeda reached Earth, every calculation showed total population loss. Humans developed a cure in weeks. Your species has this infuriating ability to succeed when you should fail. Jack rubbed his face. So you want me to, what? Look at your science problem? Yes. Jennifer pulled a small holographic device from her uniform. A swirling vortex of energy appeared above his coffee table. This is the anomaly. Every known law of physics says it cannot be stopped. But perhaps human physics, human thinking, can find what we cannot see. Jack stared at the projection. It looked hungry, almost alive. He thought about his work at the shipyard, how he'd fixed engines that senior engineers had declared unsalvageable, how he'd welded together incompatible systems because the manual said it was impossible, but his gut said it might work. Your scientists have tried everything by the book, right? Jack asked. Every protocol, every established methodology. Then maybe that's the problem. Jack stood, pacing. You're following rules. Humans are really good at breaking rules when we need to. He studied the anomaly from different angles. It's consuming matter, right? What if we don't try to stop it? What if we redirect it? Give it something else to eat? Jennifer's eyes widened. The equations would never... Forget the equations for a second. Jack's mind raced. You said it's near the Kepler belt? There's an old mining station there, abandoned for 50 years, full of unstable reactor cores. What if we rigged them to detonate in sequence, created a sort of energy breadcrumb trail away from Earth's trajectory? That is... Jennifer stood, her device projecting new calculations. That is absurd. The energy output would be minuscule compared to the anomaly's consumption rate. But Jennifer's expression shifted from skepticism to wonder. But if we align the detonations with the anomaly's rotation period, created a resonance cascade, the quantum fluctuations might establish a new gravitational preference vector. Her fingers flew across the hologram. It would not stop the anomaly, but it could redirect its path toward the empty void of Sector 7 Gamma. Would it work? According to our models, it has a 3.7% probability of success. Jack grinned. Better than zero. And definitely better than sitting here waiting to die. Jennifer looked at him with something resembling awe. This is why they sent me to find a human. You see that tiny probability and think chance, and while we see statistical impossibility. So what now? Now, Jack Morrison, you come with me to the Dominion flagship. You explain your insane plan to the Council, and then we attempt the impossible. She extended her hand very human-like. Together? Jack took her hand. Her skin was cool, smooth, alien, but her grip was firm, real. Together. But first, he grabbed the ramen packet she'd been examining earlier. Let me show you what real Earth survival food tastes like. We've got a long night ahead. Jennifer smiled, an expression that transcended species. I believe I am beginning to understand the human factor. Yeah? Jack filled a pot with water. What's that? Hope, she said simply. Even when the numbers say there is none. Especially then. As the water boiled and the unlikely pair prepared for humanity's latest brush with extinction, Jack realized something profound. The universe might be vast and full of species more advanced than humans. But sometimes what the cosmos needed wasn't the most evolved solution. Sometimes it needed the most stubborn one. And humans? They were the most stubborn species in the galaxy. 3 weeks later, the anomaly veered harmlessly into empty space, following a trail of detonated reactor cores like a cosmic dog chasing treats. The Galactic Council officially recognized humans as dangerously resourceful. Jack received a medal and promptly returned to his shipyard job. Jennifer stayed on Earth, fascinated by a species that saw every ending as just another beginning. And Jack's kitchen was never quite empty again.